Hey, Rory, thanks for taking some extra time for us. This is Lorenzo from Wookiesburg Podcast. My question is, you have as many submission wins as total losses on your overall record. Not only is that a sign of someone that's been fighting for a long time, but to me, it also highlights someone who's been highly efficient during that time frame as well. You're facing an opponent who's been fighting just as long in Brett Cooper. Does that ever affect how you approach a fight week, knowing that this guy's been around as long as you have and maybe seen almost everything there is in this fight game also?
No, I haven't put too much thought into my opponents during fight week. I've just been focused on myself. I feel great, ready to go out there and perform and do my best.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Rory. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Harry Mack.
Hey, Rory, Harry Mack from the Bookies Basement. I hope all is well. Not that you aren't always fighting and looking for a finish, but after the kind of debacle last year in that T-Bow fight, widely considered one of the worst judges' scorecards of the year, do you kind of find yourself more motivated coming into this year to finish fights and not let it get to the judges?
Not because of that situation, but I have put in the work to be a finisher. I feel like I did the right things in the off season and I'm coming in at my very best. I feel like I'm at the best of my career right now. So I'm going to go out there looking for the finish.
Got it. And so I asked the same question to your countryman, Olivier Aubin-Mercier a few weeks ago, but, following COVID and all of the restrictions and all that, do you feel like the MMA scene in Canada is starting to recover at all?
Not that I've noticed.
Got it. Well, thank you very much. Best of luck.
All right. Thank you.
Jay Anderson.
Hey, thanks very much, Rory, and welcome back. I wanted to start with, when you come into a new season in this format, do you kind of carry the losses from last year with you, or is it just a fresh start in your mind?
Yeah, it's a fresh start, clean slate. I'm going to take from, last year, my disappointments and learn from them, and going out there to fix my my errors. And I feel like the work I put in the off season is going to pay off here now that the season's starting. So I have a lot of confidence going into this year.
And when you talk about fixing the errors and the work you've put in, is there anything in particular you focused on ahead of this season?
Yeah, so I moved my training camp around, and I feel like it was a great fit for me. I think I was happy in my training camp, and the skills that I picked up in it, I was able to implement them in my sparring, and I feel very confident with it. Feel at my best, so just got to carry what I've done in my training camp into the fights, and I think all will be well.
Last one for me. Brett Cooper's been around a while now. He had that long run with Bellator. How do you see this one playing out, and what are your thoughts on what he brings to the table in this fight?
Yeah, Brett's a tough guy with a lot of experience, and I'm sure he's going to bring a tough fight, but I'm going to go out there as if this was my championship fight. I think all my fights at this point in my career, they're going to have that meaning for me. So I'm going in there, going to try to make a statement against him, and no matter else who I come across. So I'm going for the finish, whether it be knockout or submission.
Thanks very much. Best of luck.
Thanks.
Jim Barcelone.
Thank you. I'm curious, Rory, who did you bring with you? Who will be in your corner for this fight?
John Danaher and Faraz Zahabi.
And what was it like? You mentioned about training and doing different things. So where did you do your training for this fight to prepare and get you ready? And I guess the decisions to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, so I've been training half in Montreal with Faraz at TriStar, and then half my time in Austin, Texas with guys like John Danaher, Tim Kennedy, and the crew there.
You talked about learning from last season and going from last season. For you, not only physically, but mentally, just what was it like going through your first PFL season and seeing maybe some of the ups and downs and getting ready for this one?
Yeah, it was, the year was a bit disappointing for me. It didn't go the way I expected, but I learned from my choices and my mistakes. I did my very best to, fix those problems during the off season. And I feel like I did the right things and I feel at my best. So very confident going into this year.
And lastly, for me, Rory, do you go back and do you watch your fights? Is that part of the plan afterwards and break it down? How much time do you spend, if at any, doing that?
Not always. If it's if I have like a good performance and I lose, I'll definitely watch the fight. But if I feel like I wasn't myself, I usually don't waste my time. I know that it wasn't myself in there, and there's other issues that need to be fixed rather than just like the way I perform.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Neil Davidson.
Thank you. Hi, Rory. Neil Davidson from the Canadian Press. Nice to see you again.
Hey, nice to speak to you, Neil.
It's been a while since that last fight. You're a young guy, but you've been doing this for a long time. Did you take any time off to kind of just refresh and spend time with your young family, or have you just been going at it in the gym since August?
No, I had like 3 months off. I had some things I needed to take care of, and it was nice. It was nice to just get away, and after that, it was right back to work.
And how do you feel now? You sound like you feel fresh and confident after the break?
Yeah, I feel great. I never felt better. Honestly, I think my time in Texas working with the guys there was a real blessing, and I just feel great. I feel like I'm the best in the world and excited to go out there and show it.
And just finally for me, are you still based in Montreal, or did you move to Florida? Are you still home is Montreal?
Yeah, home is Montreal. We got our place there with my family, but I travel back and forth now between there and Austin, Texas.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Dylan.
Hey there, Rory. I appreciate you making some time.
My pleasure.
I'm just curious because, like, as a Canadian, I had noticed the training landscape with a lot of gyms was a little dicey for a period of time. So to that point, how great is it to be able to get back to business with like TriStar and kind of have that like normative training dynamic there again?
Yeah, that's been great. A lot more guys are at the gym, and it's just a better atmosphere, not having to worry if the cops are going to show up or get complaints or have to worry about that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. And something I was noticing on the Instagram there, I saw your son Rocky was getting in some bag work there. It seemed like the injury wasn't stopping him from getting in a little bit of exercise. Are we looking at the Red Prince there? Is he maybe going to compete one day, you think?
I don't know. He'll definitely know how to fight, but I don't know if he'll go down that road for a career. We'll see.
Yeah, fair enough. He is still fairly young for sure. But the last question I had here, I noticed also on the Instagram you had something that you did called an acid bath there. Fun morning with the crew, you were saying. What exactly is an acid bath to someone who's coming at it from a layman perspective?
Yeah, so it's one of Tim Kennedy's torture recipe workouts that he comes up with, and me and some of the guys there, we enjoy doing those every once in a while. It's fun.